one of our players, Jeff Gray,
Yeah, he's from
in Manitoba.
Yeah.
So every day he gets up and he tells us some fact about Canada. He has to give us one fact about Canada that we don't know.
Has he used the fact that it's cold up there yet?
And not yet.
You should be able to do pretty good up there. You spent some time.
6 years.
In Winnipeg, right?
Yes, and Saskatchewan.
Okay.
I remember being on the practice field in Saskatchewan. It was like minus 46. I said, does God hate me that much he put me here? Minus 46.
So, Bob, give us your state of the left tackle.
The state of the left tackle, that's the state of the union. The Sean's fighting, and he's doing well at the spot. He is. So, and now we brought Greg Robinson in, he gets a concussion, right? Now we put Austin back out there to take a spot, and we're waiting for Desmond. We keep working with Desmond every day with the mental part of the game. You see him in back of the huddle taking reps. You see one of the coaches, like Brian, stays with him and goes over the assignments with him to make sure he's on page. So we're waiting him to get back on the field.
Are you confident one of those four can hold down the job?
Yeah. Whoever it is, like I said earlier, whoever that guy is, we'll make a decision and we'll work with that guy, okay? And then if we need to do something to help it with formations, protections, the backs, all that stuff, we'll do that, okay? But we want to try to keep the four together as long as we can.
So Antonio, then, is there talk about moving him to left? Would that be?
That would
like
be
a
that's
last-ditch
the last. That's the like if you're going to go A down, that would be Z.
All right.
Okay, that would be Z.
Sean led the league in holding penalties last year. Explain why that happened.
I think what
has to
happens,
change.
okay, and we're trying to get when guys hold a lot, it's because they're afraid to fail. They're afraid to get beat. They're afraid to fail, and you can't be afraid to fail and play at the highest level you need to play at. So you're going to go play, and if you make a mistake, you make it. Play the next play, right? But don't be afraid to fail. So what happens? They reach out and they try to grab because they don't want to lose the guy, and then we get the holding call. So we have to get them out of that mental state of not being afraid to fail, and then the calls will come down.
Do you think it was because it's his first year starting or starting at right tackle?
No, I think it's just because he's afraid to fail. We got a right tackle, left tackle, doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Sometimes you see laid off the ball. Same thing. I am afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail. Number one, and I think, and that holds true in life in general. Most people in life are afraid to fail because they think, their mother, their father, their brothers, their wives, you fail. Fail is not the problem. God knows. You're going to be defined in life on how far you've risen after you fail. That's what you got to try to tell those guys. Don't be afraid to fail.
Do you have these psychological discussions with him?
Yes, every day.
Really?
Yes.
Could you not exaggerate?
Don't be afraid. Every day I start the meetings off. Like yesterday after the practice, before we went out, because we put the pads on for the first day, I told them, look guys, number one, don't be afraid to fail. Number two, be poised. Number three, be physical. And number four, finish everything we do. And I go, let's see it show up on the tape.
Button up that point, do you see a difference in him this time?
I see a difference in them from last year. There's more energy. They're more confident, and most of them are more confident. You know what I mean? And we have to keep building on that. There's more of a camaraderie.
But specifically, Sean, on this
Specifically, Sean, yes. Yes, he got himself bigger. He got himself stronger. You know what I mean? He works every day. Okay, you see him come out. He don't just stand around when he comes out early. He starts working on his pass set. He works on something he needs to do. He stays late, looks at some extra film. He's doing what he needs to do as a good pro. You know what I mean? Now we just need to transfer it to when the ball's snapped.
Well, part of the psychology with him being, forgetting that he can't be as perfect or near perfect as Joe Thomas.
It's not a perfect game. There's never been a perfect game played. You know what I mean? So the whole deal, where is your guy in relationship to the quarterback when the ball is thrown? Whether it's pretty or not, doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So when the ball's gone, where is your guy? Where's the guy you're blocking? You know what I mean? If you got him 5 yards for the quarterback, 3 yards from the quarterback, or is he on the quarterback? Where's your guy when the ball's being let go? Okay, and then where is your guy in relationship to the running back on the read spot of what a running back's read spot is? Okay, period. Whatever the techniques are, okay, because we're trying to teach the techniques to get them to do it the way we want them to do it, but sometimes they just need to do it. okay, and get that guy from point A to point B against his will.
On Coleman and however he manages to do what you're talking about, keep the guy away from the quarterback. And what are the traits within his skill set that characterize him? I mean, I guess we all became familiar with Thomas's traits. What are Coleman's traits?
He's got long arms, okay. He's got some range, okay. We need to get him to bend a little more. He's got some nasty in him. You know, he can be a dick. He can be. He can. You know what I mean? And a dick. All right. I don't know if you put that on the film or not. Doesn't matter. So he can do that. That's what we got to get him to do. Play nasty. Okay. And so he has those traits. Now we got the footwork. We need to work on the footwork better. Get him, more patter in the feet. Do those summer type things. But to be a nasty son of a gun, he can do those things.
Did you look at his college film much from when he was playing?
Only when he came out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That doesn't really apply to what he needs to do now.
Right, now. And again, when in college, he was still laid off the ball in college, too.
Bob, sometimes a hold is better than getting your quarterback killed.
Yes. And
How many of his were in that last year? What percentage of his holds were?
I don't have that. Go talk to the media guys. They keep most of that stuff.
Analytics?
I keep the sacks and the pressures, okay, and I'm not going to let it out to the media.
But do you agree sometimes a hold is preferable?
Yeah, and it depends on the situation, too. Sometimes you tell the quarterback, hey, take the sack. You know what I mean? So, we don't like it, but that happens.
We've been asking about Coleman all, for like 3 months. How about Hubbard on the other side? What's he?
He's solid. He's a good, solid player. You know what I mean? He moves well. He strikes well. Keeping his weight up. You're going to keep feeding him. Keep his weight up. But he plays smooth, and he's got some snap to him. You know what I mean? And he's got a little nasty in him. You know what I mean? So those things are good with him. I'm not. If we got those 4 guys and they stay those 4 guys for the whole season, the line will work well.
So do you think is Hubbard an upgrade over last year?
Because he has been in the league longer and he's played more. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The only way you get better is you have to play. You know what I mean? I think I mentioned it before. If you're standing next to me, you're not getting any better. You're not. You got to see it. You got to go out there and play and make your mistakes. If you're standing over me, you're not getting any better. You got to be out there. You got to see it.
Did John Dorsey and his people cover Hubbard with you before you signed him, or did?
Yeah, it's a whole.
Yeah, I mean.
So it came from John and you and Todd, because Todd was with him for all the years he was over at Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of information about the kid before we got him.
And some of that information relative to, he was kind of a projection in that he was a backup and a sometime starter in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and then
what information convinced you guys that he could transfer?
Because when he got his
starter?
chance, and he played the way it should look. And that's what played. The guys that when you get your chance in this league, because you don't get many chances at it, when you get your chance, you better take advantage of it. That's like Corbett. If Corbett gets his chance, okay, he better take advantage of it.
In your mind,
I don't have a mind, but that's okay.
Do you think you have an idea of where Corbett's going to have his longest career at?
Wherever he plays the best.
You don't know where that'll be.
Wherever he plays the best. I don't want to say it's inside or outside, center guy. Wherever he starts playing the best, and he'll feel his way into that position.
What did you like about Greg Robinson, the little bit you saw of him?
His length, his range, you know what I mean? He's got some playing experience. He's a real good athlete. He's a real good athlete now. You know what I mean? His passion to come in and play, you know what I mean, and take over a spot, okay, we got to see that. We got to see that. That's what I'm looking for. Tell me why you want to take that spot.
Maybe you don't even think in terms of the offensive line as a whole can be a strength. It can really make things easier for Taylor, et cetera. Or do you think big picture all the time?
We think big picture about keeping the quarterback up, right, and let the running back go forward.
But in that context, how good can this group become?
As good as they want to be. It's up to them. You know what I mean? Like I tell them, I'm not playing, guys. You guys are playing. How good do you want to be is up to you guys. What your identity that you want to create is up to you guys.
And in terms of having the talent to execute on that,
they have that talent. They have that talent. Now it's just, hey, they got to get it done. They got to do it. You know what I mean? And I tell you what, I wish I could bring you guys in the room, because the room, you may see it on Hard Knocks, but the room's a good room to be in. The chemistry in the room is really
You
good.
gonna see any card tricks on Hard Knocks?
Yeah, you may see a couple.
Very good.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Coach.